Hi guys, so today I want to share another story with you. Today I want to talk about 90 Day Fiance Geoffrey Paschel hides his criminal past, plus before the 90 days recap review. Okay guys, now it's time to talk about before the 90 days. But before we get into it, I'm warning you right now, we got to talk about truth. We got to tell some truth on this channel. That's why I'm called the Truth Teller. By the way, my cup just came in. Isn't it cute? Truth teller. This is not the lying show. I have to tackle some very, very harsh issues sometimes because it is what it is. We're telling the truth. We're talking about our opinion on these shows, okay? And it's not always pretty. It's really not pretty, but it is what it is. So let's just get into it. Let's start with Geoffrey. First, no. Back up. First, I'm going to say bravo to 90 Day Fiance. They were this close to losing me forever. That stunt that they pulled last season with that awful, terrible cast, it was horrible, people, horrible. I was tortured the entire season. So they did a good job. Alan, what did he say his name was in my previous video? The one producer who said they don't lie? Alan with an O. You guys did a good job. You really saved the day. So that's good news. But it still doesn't mean it's going to be easy to review it. We got to talk about the truth, okay? And we have to talk about King Nutjob, okay? That's Geoffrey. I mean, King Nutjob. That's what we call it. King Nut. King Nut is really out there, people. Now, if you've seen my other videos, I'll leave it in the link in the description below about Geoffrey. He's a nut job. Okay, he has a history of drugs and stealing, but worse, he's a woman beater, okay? Check out that video if you didn't check it out. The details about this guy. He looks so normal, like the rest of us on television last night. Like, no, you're a nut job, a complete nut job. But I'm not going to even criticize the producers. They had to do what they had to do, okay, to get these storylines back on track, okay? I'm tired of all the fakery that was going on with Evelyn last season and stuff like that. These people aren't faking. This is the real deal. They really got the worst of the worst. And that's what it takes for a show like this. Okay, so, but on this first episode, he does not look abnormal at all. Isn't that weird how really crazy people could appear normal? He looked normal, and dare I say, like might be, from certain angles, kind of cute. Because I feel bad saying that, okay? Because you're a woman beater, okay? No, I'm a woman. Most thing I hate in the world is a woman beater. He looked totally normal, okay? So on this episode, he's supposed to be dating a girl from Russia. Her name is Varia, who seems to be just as big as a crook as he is, at least according to his friends and everyone around him. They think that she just wants to get over here to be in the U.S. to get her green card. Now, I hope she's using the hell out of him because I don't like woman beaters. So number one, I don't like him. I don't care how he looked. He looked normal. So on this episode, he's talking to his children about the new girlfriend. He's saying things like, I wrote it down, and I can't find it, but that, he's trying to appear to be a good guy. But with a criminal history like he has, I'm telling you guys, it goes way back to the 90s. He's done all kind of criminal stuff, stealing and car theft, I believe. Just check out the video to get the details. This guy is a nut job, and people were complaining. They were like, you can't bring this guy in here. He's real life crazy. He puts his hands on women. But, they had to do it. Is that bad? They had to do it because now they didn't left out the part that the woman's a con artist too. I mean, this is going to be interesting television. And they got to hurry up and show the storylines because I do believe he has a court case coming up soon. I think we're down a couple weeks. Yeah, he's going to be in jail anyway, when this airs. So it's insane. But, so that was the first most craziest storyline, in my opinion, would be Geoffrey King Nut. That's what I'm calling him. King Nut is the worst because he puts hands on women. And did you see his two teenage children? Now, he has another son that he actually lost custody of because of this last incident with the woman. She said he threw her around roughed her up for an hour and a half. Check my videos to get the details because I don't remember all the details. But the two older ones that were on the show that were saying they were so concerned about Varia using him, they look scared. They look like little trained cult members. I mean, this guy is bad news. I'm thinking they might allude to it on the show, but we don't know. It is still 90 Day Fiance, But as far as last night, they don't tell us anything about his past, and he's trying to appear normal, okay? Scary. Really scary. Okay, so let's move on to the next couple. Next couple would be Ed and Rose. Okay, so I said this was going to be a difficult review because I was going to be honest. Okay, I have to say it. Why do I have to say it? Okay, listen. The first thing I noticed about Ed was that he doesn't look like the rest of us. Is that bad? Something's going on here, people. What is it? I don't know. I mean, it's not because he's short. He just looks different than, the rest of the world. That's so mean. I mean, okay, listen. We cannot talk about Ed like we had to do Tim. Remember last season when we thought he was transgender? We're so mean. We are mean. It just doesn't look right. He doesn't have a neck. Is that bad? I'm not laughing because he doesn't have a neck. I'm just laughing because I have to bring it up. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable, Listen, that's the first thing I noticed. And it feels like he wants to draw attention to his looks because he gives himself the nickname Big Ed. This is so uncomfortable. I'm a woman. I wouldn't want anyone talking about my looks, but we have to talk about it because we can't ignore it, people. Okay, so Big Ed, or I like to call him Necklace Ed. Necklace Ed is dating a girl. I believe she's 28, and I believe he said 53, okay? And she's from, oh my gosh, the Philippines, okay? And his family feels that she's just going to use him. He gives her gifts every week. He's just cherishing her. His oldest daughter, that's the one who's 28, his oldest daughter is not speaking to him because they all think he's making a fool of himself. Is that bad? I hate to say it. His mom thinks she's gonna use him, and most likely 23. Ed, come on. I mean, and then you looking the way that you look. I just don't see how this is gonna work either. But the twist in this storyline is that he had a wife, albeit 20-something years ago, but he cheated on the wife, and now he's been lonely ever since. What happened to the girl you were cheating with? Maybe you could have kept her around. I mean, because this might be difficult. No offense. Let's move on. Next we have Avery, and she's dating a guy named Ash. Avery's from Seattle, okay? And the guy that she's dating is a romance counselor online. This is still 90 Day Fiance. A lot of this stuff is not going to make sense. He takes phone calls all hours of the night from his clients. Oh, by the way, did I forget to mention his clients are all female, okay? Now, they already broke up 3 times. You could tell a little bit. Now, remember, I'm telling the truth here. Like, something's kind of off with Avery, okay? And it could be because she's high, okay? She likes to cook and put weed in a lot of her food. I'm not making this up. She could be high all the time. I'm just saying, she puts it in salads. I heard people putting it in brownies, but she was actually putting it in salads, and she's just high all day. That might be the reason why she's dating Ash. Okay, because any normal person would be like, he's a playboy, okay? You're getting hours of phone calls from this Instagram business that he's running on Instagram. And who the hell are you have romance? What? I've never even heard of this job. Because if it did, I would have sent some of my buddies over there a long time ago. The ones that can't keep any women in their life. Like, this doesn't make it. Oh, I couldn't have sent them. They were men. Yeah, this is not a real profession, okay? And I know this right off the bat, but Avery might be a little too sleepy to figure it out, or hungry. I heard weed makes you hungry and sleepy, one or the other. But this is going to be interesting to watch. Also heard, that people that are high all day, they don't care about anything. So who knows what's going to come out of her mouth? Is that bad? No, okay, let's move on. Next couple is Lisa and Usman. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Okay, so Lisa's in her 50s, Usman's in his 30s. He's from Nigeria, and he's supposed to be a famous rapper in Nigeria. Now, my last video that I made, I asked you guys from Nigeria to tell me if this was true. And you know what the consensus was? Hell no. So he's not as famous as he's putting on, okay? They thought that they could pull one over on us because how will we know? They forgot. We have an international audience, people. I have an international audience. I could reach out and you guys were like, who? Listen, with that being said, it's obvious he's trying to just get over here. I mean, please. I mean, I like I think he's cute. Is that bad? Yeah, he's cute, but he's not no way that he's into Lisa. But it's no way that Lisa's that into him either because remember, she just came out of a relationship with a man that was a wife beater and crazy, okay? They used to have the cops called to their house all the time. He set the police on a mad car chase that ended up him crashing his car. So she's just coming out of trauma. That's what that is. She's coming out of trauma. And so maybe, a part of her doesn't even expect this relationship to last. Or it could be the flip side, because she's coming out of trauma. She could be like a stage 4 clinger. That's a huge possibility. And then she can never get rid of him because, she won't let him go. Either way, we're going to have to find out which side of the coin this relationship falls on. And it all stems from Lisa. And her friend, she had a friend that was telling her, maybe you should slow things down. And she says, what if you get over there and the sex isn't good? Really, friend? I don't know what your name is, but why are friends always dumb? Okay, she should just be glad to get any sex because she probably hasn't had one in a while. Is that bad? I'm just saying. From her history, it just doesn't sound too good. So let's move on to the next couple. So next we have Lisa, who is from Las Vegas. She's from Las Vegas, and she's dating a guy in the UK named Williams with an S. Williams with an S. Her husband had passed away of kidney disease, and she recently lost 100 pounds. Whoa. Okay, so this one is touchy because she's very vulnerable, people. She had a husband that passed away. She was with him for 30 years, but she's never seen the guy. I guess he said his phone is broke when they talk, and he could see her, but she can't see him. Okay, why are you on 90 Day Fiance? I'm just asking, shouldn't you be on Catfish? What? Okay, whatever. So that's my review of last night's episode of Before the 90 Days. What I want to know in my comment section is a couple things. Number one, do you guys think I'm being mean to Necklace Ed? I just thought it was a regular question. Like, what happened to your neck? Did it break? What happened? I just need to know because most people have a neck. And so let me know in the comment section if I'm being mean. Also, I want to know, do you guys think that this season is much, much better than last season, what we just been through? Also, if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.